Hello, I'm Jessica Amir for the Finance News Network. Joining me today from Blue Glass is Managing Director Giles Bourne. Hi Giles, Happy New Year and welcome back.
Thank you, Jessica.
So first up, Giles, you've made significant inroads on your strategy and you've also made several announcements. One of those was about a collaboration with a company called Axtron. Just tell us who they are and the significance of the announcement.
Axtron are one of the two leading semiconductor equipment manufacturers in this compound semiconductor space. They're based out of Germany, a listed company. We've known them for a number of years. We're working with them now in a collaboration which is largely to support our ongoing development of new equipment. But ultimately, we're looking at machine manufacturers. Our business is one about licensing the technology. In order to enable that licensing, we're looking at retrofitting existing installed MOCVD base and actually incorporating RPCVD technology into new machines, and this is really where Axtron come into play later down the track. They do have a strong R&D focus, so we think they're the right partner for us, both in the short term and the longer term when it comes to rolling out scale in terms of manufacturing.
So what's the purpose of the collaboration and what will ultimately its success mean for Blue Glass?
The purpose of the collaboration is initially to support the development of the new equipment. So we've bought two new machines which are both Axtron machines. One is a G4 platform, which is one that's widely used through the industry, and the other one's a slightly older machine, which is going to give us a lot more capacity. As we turn those machines into RPCVD, we need support with both the software and hardware. So this is really, the initial collaboration comes into play, is really supporting that. But they also are evaluating RPCVD for their own use. But later down the track, we're looking, obviously, as I said earlier, about rolling this out into manufacturing, and we need a manufacturing partner to do that. And so that's something, if successful, we'll be looking at. And
there's been a change with your biggest shareholding. Just tell us about that.
We've had SPT as a major cornerstone investor of Blue Glass for quite some time. The circumstances of their business has changed in such that they are refocusing on what they're doing, and they're a very diverse business. But they see the economic value in Blue Glass, so they've actually selling their shares to a company called Lanstead, who's a well-known technology investor, investing into small and mid-cap with growth companies. So the structured deal that they've put in place allows Lanstead to capitalize on our development, but at the same time, SPT can capitalize on the economic benefit that Blue Glass has. So they've structured this over a period of time. We see Lanstead as a good supportive shareholder to have on our register, and we look forward to working closely with them in the future.
And at the end of the calendar year 2018, you announced a very exciting breakthrough, tunnel junctions. Just tell us what it actually is and why it's so important for the industry.
Essentially, a tunnel junction is a building block for a more efficient LED. So to make a tunnel junction is very, very difficult to do. RPCVD has some natural advantages in terms of making that tunnel junction. And on top of that, you can do what is called a cascade LED. Essentially what that means is a smaller, more efficient LED, which is absolutely vital to the industry. And it's something that's been widely talked about. One of the biggest challenges the industry has at the moment is called the efficiency droop. And the efficiency droop means that when you apply more current to an LED, it doesn't equate to more light output. The light output sort of drifts away. And that's problematic for the industry. As you apply these LEDs to more and more high-end applications like automotive or industrial lighting, architectural lighting, they need to be brighter and more powerful generally. But real estate becomes a premium with LEDs. You can't have LEDs being bigger and bigger. You have to have smaller and smaller LEDs, more powerful. So the tunnel junction and this sort of cascade LED is one way of solving that.
Giles, so what's next in making this a commercial reality?
So we've already received interest from the industry on our tunnel junctions. For us, there is still an element of an R&D that we have to do, but we've progressed it quite a long way, that we're getting some really interesting data. So we'll be sharing that data with the industry. We've now published that we are working on tunnel junctions. And given the level of interest in the industry around the whole tunnel junction cascade LED, we do expect this to turn out to some really interesting dialogue. Our CTO, Ian Mann, will be presenting our data at a key conference in February in San Francisco, where he'll be able to share the data on tunnel junctions, actually discuss that with the industry. But again, it comes back to our strategy, which is about licensing this process off. And so we will be looking to license out the tunnel junction technology.
So you've had a very busy first half. So what can investors expect this calendar year?
We're very much going down the path that we said we would do, namely upgrading our facilities. So that is well and truly progressed. That's 2 tools that we have added to our facilities. So it'll take us to a total of 5 tools. That's 4 RPCVD and 1 MOCVD tool when this facility is fully up and running. All of this is going to drive more IP, more patents and trademarks. And to help do that, we've recruited 4 people to our research team to help drive the technology forward. Obviously, we have our continuing collaboration partners that we're working with, and we'll be looking to get new collaboration partners on board as we have more bandwidth within the business. Clearly, the tunnel junction project is really important for us, as is the micro LEDs, but there are other interesting opportunities that we constantly get asked about how we could apply RPCVD technology, and a lot of the time we're unable to pursue those paths because we just don't have the resources. The additional facilities and resources that we have on board is going to help us pursue other avenues, but obviously focusing on the ones that are most commercially significant for the company in the short term. And Blue Glass will continue to work closely with Lumileds, trying to negotiate a good outcome, commercial outcome. So that's ongoing for the company. And then we have this epitaxy business, custom service business as we call it, which is generating revenue for Blue Glass. With the new tools coming online, we expect that business to grow as well. So we're putting effort into that. That also generates new IP, new ideas, and new, ultimately, commercialization opportunities for the business. And then with sort of the whole commercialization piece, we're working closely with both domestic and international advisors to help steer the strategy for the company. As you well know, most of our future customers and our current customers are all offshore, so we work closely with well-known industry experts and advisors to help steer the strategy for the company. So lots on our plate for calendar year 2019, but exciting times for the company.
And we're looking forward to seeing you grow. Thank you so much, Charles Bourne.
Thank you, Jessica.